Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ace match of the Bliz Invitational Tournament upper bracket finals. In the 8 o'clock position, we do have Ice as the blue Zerg, and in the 2 o'clock position, we do have Oxygen as the red Terran. This is the ace match. If you watch any of the other matches, oh my god, the amount of micro, or sometimes even a little bit of a lack of micro, but in game 1, Oxygen had a very interesting composition. He had basically a small ball with some Vikings, some Banshees, some Medvacs, and like 7 ACVs, and he had a 2,200 mineral army against Ice 650, and miraculously, with good use of Banelings, Ice was able to hold it off, and Ice took game 1. But then in game 2, Oxygen went exactly the same play, but he did so much harass. He did Hellion run-bys, Hellion drops, then he did into a little bit of Banshee play, and basically, because Ice wasn't able to get enough Banelings at the end, he basically fell to this gigantic Terran army, and even Oxygen even mixed in tanks. So, you know, this is going to be a very interesting match. I would like to see Oxygen go something different, because he's basically gone exactly the same build. So we're going to see there is a relatively early gas, and a barracks is going to be placed down relatively soon. If he is going to go for the same build, then he's most likely going to go for the barracks, get a reactor, get a factory, and then swap the factory for the reactor, and then the barracks will get a tech lab, and then the tech lab will go to a starport, which will go into Banshee. So it's very good play, you know, Hellion harass into Banshee harass. But the thing is he's done that all 2 games already. If he does it a 3rd game, Ice is going to be prepared for it. So because you basically just get a whole bunch of queens to defend against the Banshees, and queens are also really good against Hellions. You basically park your queens here, and the Hellions can't go up the ramp, and it negates a lot of damage. And usually early game when you want Hellion harass, yeah, there is an expansion, usually taken by a Zerg, but there's not going to be too many drones there. You put like a few spine crawlers here and here, and it's going to shut it down. So Ice is going to look to get the early expansion. Oxygen is going to deny it as long as he can, and actually he's going to deny that. Ice is down to 150 minerals, so he is not going to go for that early expansion. But looking back on Oxygen's base, he is going to get that Marina. He is going to shoot at that one drone out. The drone has seen all he wants to see. Oh, this is interesting. Now, one of the very irritating things that Zerg love to do is they like to gas steal. It's really cheap, because every time you cancel a building, you get only 3/4 of the minerals back. But because the extractor only costs 25 minerals, you only lose 6 minerals each time you do it. And you can actually... Where's that drone? So the drone is going to get out of there. You can basically just keep stealing the gas, and it only costs you 6 minerals each time, and you can delay the gas really late. But the thing is, Oxygen start the refinery, so Ice couldn't steal it, but he is not constructing it. So it tells me that yeah, there we go. He is going to go for some mineral heavy army. There is a reactor, there is the factory, so we are going to see most likely 2 or 4 Hellions push out, and this is going to be the exact same build that and if Ice scouts it, Ice does have 2 Zerglings. Oh, 1 Zergling is going to come up here, and once he sees the factory, he's going to know it's going to be exactly the same. Looking at... Wow, I need to pull out the production tab. Looking at the production tab, he is most likely going to get some queens and some spine crawlers just to defend against the Hellion harass, and the thing is, Ice is going to be prepared for it. It's the same thing all 3 games. And yeah, there we go. There's the Roach Warren being thrown down. Lair is almost done. So I don't know if he's getting the lair for mutas, or if he's getting the lair mainly for detection, because he knows most likely... Yeah, there we go. There's the start point. He is going to fall out with Banshee harass, but Ice is so ready for it. He already had a spine crawler made, and this hatchery just popped. But even before the hatchery is going to be fully saturated with creep, the spine crawler is going to dig himself in, and there are no drones for these Hellions to roast. So... wow, great overlord placement. Ice totally sees it coming. There is a 3rd Hellion coming up, but with this queen being placed here, these Hellions cannot run by, and there's only 1 drone here. The saturation in the main base isn't even completely full, because remember, you want roughly 24 to 26 drones, and he only has 20. Well, okay, well, he doesn't have the 2nd gas, but once he gets the 2nd gas, this is pretty much full saturation. There goes the Spire, so... Once again, Ice is reacting very well. It's going to be the exact same reaction each time. And look at the placement of this queen. This queen is going to make sure that nothing goes by. And these Hellions, they have like 1 kill, I believe. Yeah, it's not going to do very much. Like, they're going to try to sneak up here, and they're completely blocked by the Zerglings. And there are 5 Hellions. 1 does go down, but basically, this is not going to do anything. And even some roaches coming out here just to stop any Hellion harass. The thing is the Banshee is on the way. Cloak is almost done. But the thing is he already has 2 queens. Spire's on the way, and Banshees obviously can't shoot air. So once you get an Overseer and some mutas, it's just going to deny any kind of early play. And ooh, Ice actually made a slight miscalculation, unburrowing the Spine Crawler a little bit too early, but thankfully the Hellions didn't swing behind. The Hellions came in here and they saw there were only 5 drones, so it's not really worth to sacrifice 4 Hellions for 5 drones. And Ice is in a commanding position. Looking at the income tab, he is 4 Harvesters ahead, and more importantly is he has access to 4 gas. He has access to 4 gas this early, and these Hellions are not going to do anything. There is a 3rd Spine Crawler going up. And looking at the armies tab, Oxygen has such a large army, but the thing is a Zerg he's basically throwing all his money into Spine Crawlers and tech. Mutas are already on the way, and once Mutas are on the way, they're going to do very, very well against this army composition. And look at Ice. Look at this. This is great timing. This is roughly about 8 minutes into the game. The crucial point of the game is you want to sacrifice your Overlord at the 5-minute mark. That's probably when you want to see, is he going 3 racks. That timing window is over, but now the next window you want to check is the 8-minute mark, and we're into the 9-minute mark into the video. And he's coming in here. He does see the tech lab. He does see on the starport. He knows there are Banshees on the way, and the Banshee actually was able to get 8 kills. Holy crap! Oh my god, I completely missed that. And so this Banshee was very, very good. He was able to come in here, snipe off a whole bunch. There is an Overseer already, but looking at the incomes tab, Ice isn't really hurt by that. Actually, he's not hurt by it at all. They are even on income. And looking at the armies tab, Ice is catching up very, very quickly because this macro is going to start to kick in. And look for him to get 4 gas and pump out a whole bunch of mutas. But this second Banshee is going to most likely swing in here, and because remember, the gas is really, really important early game, and Ice only has 1 Overseer. Like, this is really, really heavy saturated. He needs to throw some of it. And here comes the second Banshee. This Overseer is going to pull out and try to engage this one. Meanwhile, this Banshee really should be going in and taking out some of the kills. All the army is being pushed away, and this Banshee is gonna get away. Here comes the second Banshee. It is late, and oh my god. So the queens are running back. This is Banshee. Oh man, this Banshee needs to be going in. There needs to be a 2-prong attack. And there's a cloak, but where is that Overseer? The Overseer is late. Actually, these mutas could be chasing down the Banshee, and the Banshee does get out of there. This second Banshee, again, too late. It is coming in, and these mutas are ready in time, and the Banshee goes down. But wow, this is a hero Banshee. 10 kills, but only if they went together, they would have gotten so much more kills. And look at Ice, being the baller scout he is. This Overlord must have been here for like since the start of the game. And the next time you want to really scout is the 12-minute mark. And he can just run his Overlords in here, take a look at his army composition. But that is a huge ball. Oxygen is going the exact same build he is, but the thing is, on this ace match, he's not going all in. He actually, this timing push is actually very late, because on the first game, this army was already pushing out at the 9-minute mark. Now it's 12 minutes into the game. It's because all the money he basically was spent on SCVs, missile turrets, and he's playing very, very defensive right now. He is playing macro, and Ice is trying to scout to see if there's a third base, more importantly to see if the second base is up. Because if you look at Ice Vision, he knows that the thing is there, but oh, look at that. Mutas are coming in and distract, and these, oh, there are Banelis coming in. So the thing is these mutas are most likely going to distract the units on the top, and you know, like, try to get all the main units to camp in the base, and then he is going to run in here and destroy a whole bunch of workers with these Banelings. 3 Banelings is not a lot, but it is going to be able to get them a lot of worker kills. And look at that, the Overlord is sniffing the butt of this Banshee. This Banshee moves so slow, it is definitely going to go down, and these mutas are going to clean up. This hero Banshee is going to go down, and yeah, even with Cloak, that's not going to do anything. But more Lings are going to join these Banshees, and once again, I missed it. Oh my god, let's go back. So the thing is, look at the timing. He's attacking the Banshee, so Oxygen's attention is here, and then these Banshees come in, and they get not that many kills. They maybe get like 3 kills, because a lot of these are low. But look at the timing windows. Like, Oxygen needed to double attack with his Banshees. Actually, Ice is double attacking, so he actually had to micro his Banshee, and you know his attention was a little bit far away. He has a